Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. Bitcoin is currently up 0.37% and lifting the crypto market up. If you're new, a very warm welcome and welcome back CTKS family. Looking at the past 30 days, Bitcoin Cash and eCash have done very well, as has BSV and Compound, Maker and Pepe, Injective Protocol and Stellar. A very big happy 4th of July weekend. We can see over the past 7 days, Compound has been the greatest gainer, followed by eCash, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Injective, Flow, Qtum, Maker and Woo. If you're new, a very warm welcome and welcome back CTKS family. The greatest gainers past 24 hours, Flow, Bitcoin SV, Qtum, Injective, Woo, Axie Infinity, Sand, Mana and Near. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications. The greatest losers in the past 24 hours, Compound, eCash, Pepe, Bitcoin Cash, Solana, Aave, Stellar, Kava and Rocket Pool. The greatest losers in the past 7 days, top 100, Conflux, Sui, Kava, Stacks, Algo, Gala, TWT, The Graph, and Lunacy. We're going to do some visual technical analysis. When you look at Algo, if you look at this particular pattern, you can see a crossover here. You can see price being supported and also being supported through here. A cut over here. Algo looks very, very interesting. What about Gala? Gala has got a crossover or a cut over here. Another one here. It's a little bit weaker than Algo, but it could be interesting to pop on your radar. What about the Graph? Graph has a cut over. It's being supported. It looks quite interesting. This is a reiteration of the EC method from the masterclass. Turning to the greatest losers past 30 days, Sui, Conflux, Ape, Matic, Rocket Pool, Chiliz, Ton, Ada and Sand. Let's have a bit of fun with these greatest losers. Say you are interested in honing in to one particular crypto and just figuring out, for example, is Matic worth getting into at the moment as opposed to, say, Chiliz? Well, let's look at the two. When we look at the past 7 days, we can see that Matic has an area of overhead resistance and we go from back there. Don't worry about recent indicative price, that's misleading. Price is always moving in a wave, so we're not interested in the current price. We're interested in how price relates to its past price behavior. And what are we seeing here? Well, it's gotten above an area of resistance. It's being roughly supported in the past 24 hours, and it's got a fairly good basing action here. When cryptos build a base, especially over a long period of time, they can do some really interesting things, either up or down. Just be aware of that. So your three-dimensional risk management is really important. Let's have a look at Chiliz and let's see what's cooking here. If we look from around this peak and come down, we can see that we've got a cut over here. What about that bottom area of support? Well, that's got a bit of support under there for the last 7 days. And then let's look at the past 24 hours. What are we seeing here? It's hard to draw on live moving charts, but you get the idea. It's being pretty much supported. What is the difference between Matic and Chiliz basing action? We can see more positive momentum inside Chiliz at the moment than what we see in Matic. They could be both really good to get into. And of course, you must make your own risk management decisions. But that hopefully just gives you a bit of an idea as to what you can look at with the EC method. When looking at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we can see optimism returning to the crypto market. We can see in the options market, there's a lot of optimism. Open interest is a way of measuring how many people are interested in leveraging. And when you look at a call, that's an expectation of price going upwards, Puts are an expectation of price going downwards. That's a very big oversimplification, but it helps people to understand. So we're looking at about 70% of the market saying, I believe the market will go up. We're seeing some interest in DEXs, decentralized exchanges, and derivatives, with total trading volume being the most. Looking across the top 20 projects in the decentralized exchanges, the DEXs, we can see that Uniswap has the largest trading volume in the past 7 days, 2.1 billion. We'll have a look at the news in a moment, but I want to take you through the top projects. Let's zero in on the past 24 hours. We can see that Bitcoin has come up and just retracing, just digesting those gains. How has it gone with Ethereum relative to Bitcoin? Well, Ethereum's not doing that well. It's under Bitcoin's gravitational pull, but have a look at BNB. It's recovering quite nicely. What about XRP? It's just a little bit lower. ADA is showing some strength. Doge showed a lot of strength initially and would have pulled a lot of people in as it spiked up, but we know price moves in waves and it's come down. And what about Litecoin? Litecoin has been doing really well, like Bitcoin Cash, but in order to keep those gains, it needs to consolidate, and that's what it's doing at the moment. Solana has been retracing in the past 24 hours. Investors should always be looking at timing their entries and their exits. For traders, it's even more important. We looked at the relativity of Bitcoin versus Ethereum, and now we're going to look at the gravitational pull. You can see Ethereum was coinciding a little bit stronger than Bitcoin's gravity. It's become weaker. BNB is moving in alignment. XRP is also moving in alignment. ADA's just a little bit weaker, but made up for it. Doge was out of sync, and we've seen Doge do this quite a lot. It's a very, very interesting crypto. And what about Litecoin? Litecoin led up and now is consolidating. What about Solana? Solana is effectively following Bitcoin's gravitational pull in the last 24 hours. This is the difference between gravity and relativity. Since the EDX exchange news was spread around Twitter, wow, what happened then? We've seen a very good performance of Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. Bitcoin Cash absolutely broke out. But what's happening with Litecoin? It's catching up. If we zoom out a bit, you can see that Litecoin is up about 36% versus Bitcoin Cash up 174%. Ethereum is up a modest 10%, and Bitcoin is up 17%, well, just a little bit over. This is around a 14-day timeline. A lot can happen in crypto, and now let's look into the news. If you're liking the video and this content, please smash that like button. Ethereum has a name service, and Bitcoin also has a name service as well. And they're currently exploding. There's been a lot of interest in Solana recently because people are always chasing increased yield. The Ripple XRP and SEC case is grinding on, but it's really significant. If Ripple XRP wins the case against the SEC, the alt market is going to go nuts. In other news, Australia is debanking the crypto industry under the guise we need to protect consumers from profits. They've taken a leaf out of Gary Gensler's playbook. But savvy crypto investors can bypass the banking system. They know how to get around things. They are technically savvy. That's why the Australian Treasury Department, or the Department of Treasury, basically said, banks, stop doing that. You're going to drive things underground. We're seeing more and more traditional industries getting into the crypto space, and Sotheby's Digital is no different. Big acts take notice as Snoop Dogg's concert NFT breaks new ground. Getting closer to fans and creating new methods of engagement is what it's all about, and Sotheby's is cashing in on it. One thing to bear in mind, a lot of NFTs are done in Ethereum. If Ethereum is getting in more and more demand, Ethereum will go up in value. Recently, Polkadot Decoded 2023 was held. And I think I can see Dinesh in this photo. Polygon proposes architecture for Polygon 2.0, including an aggregator bridge. What does this mean? More interest, prices potentially going up. Crypto venture capitalists are struggling, but only from North America. What does this mean? Because of Gary Gensler's action. And if you think about yesterday's episode, we were talking about the UK passing laws to make crypto great again in Europe. Gary, I'm going to protect the banking system, Gensler, is creating legislative uncertainty, and that is driving money out of the US. Blockchain is reshaping the entertainment industry, and there's a really interesting article here about Earn TV. You might have noticed on Netflix that Netflix has interactivity built into it in some particular series that it releases. You can literally make up a different storyline by the choices that you make. So now think about TV not being a one-way street, but a dynamic, immersive experience that reflects users' desires and interests. Oh, sounds good. In other news, July has been quite a good month for Bitcoin over time, and it's never lost more than 10% in July. But is 2023 any different? What is this article talking about? It's talking about July, and you can see that July has not had a 10% drawdown so far. What does this mean? Does this mean that July is going to rampage? Well, perhaps, perhaps not. We need to keep our eyes on the structure. One thing is quite interesting. Look at September. What has September been doing traditionally? Well, not too well. In many parts of the world, it's tax time, and Kraken has been ordered by the court to disclose user data to the IRS for tax compliance. It's not just in the US, a warning to cryptocurrency owners as tax times arrive for Australians. It's important to do your taxes. Please don't do your taxes on a spreadsheet. You'll get it wrong, undeniably so. Use a piece of tax software designed especially for crypto. It's estimated that 4.5 million Australians currently invest in crypto, and the ATO has done data matching since 2019 to uncover who those people are and how much they owe. The best thing that you can actually do is to get a piece of cryptocurrency software that does the tax reporting for you. You'll find a link in the description of this video to the best one that I found. Celsius Network has been approved to convert altcoins into Bitcoin or Ethereum. This will happen starting from July the 1st, and it's part of the bankruptcy proceedings against Celsius Network. In other news, Bitcoin Depot, the crypto ATM firm, is going public on the Nasdaq starting July the 3rd. Founded in 2016, Bitcoin Depot is one of the biggest crypto ATM firms in North America, with more than 9,130 locations. Yesterday, people asked for more news, and I thought, hey, why not? I hope this has helped. Have a great day or night ahead, my friends, and Kate and I look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow. Bye for now.